Hello there, welcome to the channel everybody, welcome back if you've been here before, welcome if you're new, and welcome everyone to episode 3 of our No Mods building series, Beans Builds. We're here at Starlight Drive In today and we're going to be building some power pylons. Now just briefly before we get into it, I just want to say thank you to everybody for all of the views recently and all of the subscribers. We've gone like well over 300, it's crazy how fast it's growing, but I really appreciate you all taking the time to stop in and watch these and comment and like, and yes, it's really cool. But anyway, I'll have my chit chat at the end as I always do, but for now let's get into it. Alright then, so we're in build mode, we've got a couple trusty shillers ready, and just before we get into it, I am going to be using pretty much all of the DLCs for building except for the vault ones, so if you don't have them, I'm sorry you're not going to be able to follow along, or maybe you've got a really good idea of how you can. If you do, let me know in the comments down below. But yeah, we'll get into it. And just quickly, my cat's on a mad one in the background, so I do apologise if he butts in on this one. So to begin, I'm going to go get our barn post out from the miscellaneous in the barn pieces, the long post. We're going to sink it down to around about there, that's fine, and then we're going to hop on over, wrong one, into the power section and the manufacturing bit, and we're going to get these conveyor belts and we're going to pillar glitch these together. Now the thing about these is, once they've got power, as we'll see when we pop down a little Jenny, they open up, and seeing as they're going to be powered in the final product, when we pop them on, we want them to be open so we know which way they're facing. Now we want them to be facing each other, so they're sticking out together. So let's go over here, get a shiller. And grab this one, and we're going to join it onto that one over there. Doesn't matter if they're not perfect, we want them to sort of meet in the middle.
A few moments later.
So now that we've got this, we're going to grab it with the shiller. Oh, I've grabbed it from the wrong end. Oh heck. There we go. I'm just going to shift that over a little so I can sort of see the center point, so we can line it up nicely on the barn post. We don't want it like fully in the middle of it, we want it so it's poking slightly out the outside. I think that'll do. Yeah, I'm happy with that. So now I've just got to repeat that process. Okay, so that's looking pretty good, I think. I've just tidied up those wires off screen so they're not getting in our way. So now if we group select the post and can raise it up a little bit, and that means we can do a little bit of extra decorating. Okay, so that's it all decorated up. I've popped an extra conduit in the top just because these lights weren't on, but now they are for some reason. So now it's just time to raise it up and build it up a little bit. So we go over here, we get our chiller, and we raise it. Whoa. And if we raise it off the ground, then we can just snap some more of the barn posts underneath it. However, you will come up to a problem here. If you group select that bottom barn post, it's only going to move that one. So the key then is to get yourself an absolute boatload of concrete pillars, build a bit of a crazy tower. Now, the first concrete pillar does need to be able to group select both barn posts. However, because we need these to be closed, we need to make sure our generator that's powering them is also group selected, because if that wire comes unstuck, these will all shut, or open rather, or whatever they do, but they'll all be apart from each other and won't be group selectable then with the rest of the structure. So once we sort of set up like that, we're just going to get another concrete pillar and then raise that up. Perfect. And then it's just a case of playing it like that. So long as we're group selecting something that's group selecting both of these, in this case this concrete pillar, it's all gravy. So we can have this as tall as I want. I think that will do for this one as far as height goes. I think just one more long barn post and then I'm happy with it. So now let's plug it into the main power grid. So I'm going to take it over here, and you'll notice I've got these stairs up here, and that is because off screen I've wirelessly connected this conduit to that generator over there. So what I'm going to do now that I'm happy with where this is, I think maybe just want to lower it a little bit more. Do you know what? It's fine as it is. I'm happy with it. I'm going to take these out. I'm going to move this over here and I'm going to disconnect it. Shock horror. Now that's what I was talking about. If I were to group select that, that's not going to move the conveyor belt pieces. But we go up here. We grab this conduit that's wirelessly connected to that generator. Now what I'm going to do is just put those lines together so I can glitch that, wire glitch it, and then connect it up here. Voila! And then we can do the same with this one. Excellent. Now you could do this with a fusion generator and bury the fusion generator, and then it's going to look like all of your power is hardwired into the central power grid of the Commonwealth. So that's basically the end of the tutorial. It's a pretty flexible concept, as with most of the beans builds that I've showcased. But as you can see, you can have a lot of there's a lot of variation you can do with it. Now you could string these up all across your settlement. Wouldn't exactly be build size friendly, but they do look quite nice. And now I'm gonna head on over to Sanctuary Hills, where we're gonna have a look at my prototype that I did before I refined it into this and decorated it and made it a bit better. So here we are at Sanctuary Hills, and as you can see, Similar concept, barn post, but instead I've used the conduits and pillar glitch them in and just use one layer. It doesn't look as good up close, but from far away it's got quite a nice look to it, and no one's really getting up close to it. Could have done with a little bit of decoration, but that's what prototypes are for, aren't they? And thus ends this episode of Beans Builds. I do hope you liked it, and if you did, please do give it a go. I'd love to see it in your settlement videos. If you build one and put one up, tag me. I'd love to come and see what you do with the idea. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I do apologise if this is a really long video. I've had a kerfuffle recording this, so I have no idea how long it's going to be. I'm sorry if it's a long one. Hopefully not. But thank you very much for watching, everybody. Just want to say, really quickly, thank you all again for all of the subs, everything, all of the likes, the comments, the views. It's been really good. Thanks so much, everybody, for stopping by. Really appreciate your time. Take care. I'll catch you in the next one. We'll be back next Tuesday for another settlement tour. In the meantime, have a lovely week. Take care, you sens. Ta-ra! Tobes, dude.